Hey, all right. Rainy night, New York City. But listen, I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make it briefly because rain's coming down and it's a little bit nippy out here. I wanted to make this video as a response to Rebecca Barrett. She had posted a video earlier today. Today she had posted a video about the Manosphere Men, or the men in the Manosphere. Are they to be considered resources? Are they to be considered mentors? Or are they to be considered what we would call entertainers? And she was making her video as a response to a video she had seen from the Harrison family vlogs. And I had really wanted to check that video out, but you know, that video there is about an hour and a half, and I really didn't want to waste that much time, elucidating the point that I had already known. Listen, I don't want to name any names, I guess, because I guess that's how we're doing it now. We're going to mention just general manosphere channels and not really talk about things in particular. Honestly, are they resources? Yes. Are they resources for a person to make himself a better person? Yes. Are they mentors? No, not in the slightest. Are they entertainment? Yes. What you're going to find out the more videos that you watch is that person that you're watching is usually an expert in that one thing that he does. And then what you come to find out is what tends to happen, in my opinion, is when a man strays from what he knows and starts hypothesizing on things he doesn't know, is where he shows his shortcomings. I mean, I guess we weren't supposed to name names, but you really wouldn't understand me if I didn't. So I'll say Kevin Samuels. When it comes to fashion and styling type of content, oh, that guy's on point. He's that. He's GQ supreme when you need information on those type of things. But if you were to rely on him for career advice, you're wasting your time. He doesn't know what he's talking about. All right. There's a short out there. He said when he was talking to a young man, and the young man told him he was making about $400 a week or something like that, and he told that young man to go work harder. If you got one job, go get two jobs, go get three jobs, and then save your money and buy a belt. And that's that's stupid, man. I mean, this is not an ad hominem attack. That's just the stupidest advice you can give to a young man who's struggling about his career concerns. You know, what you want to do is you want to tell that man, look, man, you've got to reassess. But to tell a guy to get two or three more minimum wage jobs and save his money so he can buy a belt, which was to imply that if he became more materialistic, his goals would be higher. Well, look, that doesn't work for everybody. Materialism may work for you, but it doesn't work for everybody else. Now, we can name some other guys. I mean, Coach Greg Adams. You know, if you're looking for physical fitness tips and cross training tips or exercise tips, I guess that's your guy. But other than that, I wouldn't take that guy seriously. And I'm only mentioning it, man, because it's not envy. It's just that I don't see the point myself investing 3 hours into someone's podcast, because I figure, look, my time is valuable, or so I consider it to be. I'm not going to waste 3 hours listening to your content every day. And some of these guys do 2-3 shows a day under 2-3 different channels. You know, so my thing is, is what Shahrazad Ali said when she joined the Nation of Islam. You're supposed to take what you want from this organization, and then you can go your own way. Guys are looking at some of these guys like they're gurus, they're spiritual gurus, and that's not the case. That's not the case at all. My thing is, I was subscribed to Dennis Sperlin's channel, and I had unsubscribed from that because bruh does like 2 hour shows where he monologues for like 90 minutes and then takes calls for like another 30 minutes. And I'm like, but there was a particular incident that I didn't like. It's where, people are not coming to grips with reality. The show was something about black women, and there was one commenter there who kept talking about Pookie and Ray Ray. You know, Pookie and the black woman. She's chosen Pookie and Ray Ray, and then she's had his babies, and now she's overweight, and don't nobody want her. And he kept repeating that same comment, and I called him out on that. Because the fact of the matter is, if that woman that you're describing, she made a bad choice in her life, you don't need to beat it over her head, man. You right? You made note of that bad choice. But here's what you can do, Daddy-O. You don't have to spend time with that woman. All right? Any woman like her that's making those decisions, your time, if you like me, your time is valuable. Your time is important. Your time is lucrative. You don't have to spend time with that woman. The fact that you're spending time with that woman means, or matter of fact, the fact that you're harping on it means you found no other way to deal with this trauma in your life. And I don't want to be one of them guys, but look, man, you may need therapy to deal with this stuff. And I told him, bro, you need therapy, man. I can see those women just like you can. You can see those bad mistakes and those short-sighted errors, and now you know that that woman is not wife material. So what you're supposed to do is recognize, hey, man, I can't use that woman for much in my life, and keep it moving. The fact that you keep harping on it, tells me, you can't get over this wound or something. Patty Joe broke your heart in the 12th grade and she picked old Daquan and then had his babies. Well, that's bad luck for Patty Joe. What are you doing right now in your life to make yourself something? And this is where we're talking about, are they resources? Are the Manosphere resources? Yes. Are they mentors? No. Because anyone would have told you, bro, you need therapy. You need therapy to figure this out. And preferably, you need a black therapist. You need a black man therapist. Look, I'm advocating that for everybody. All right? You see, if you listen to Naomi Osaka, you see that this woman's got problems. This woman's got problems, so she needs a therapist also. She needs a black female therapist, because her mother is a Haitian American and her father is a Japanese person. So she grew up as a black woman in America and she really can't deal with the stress. All right. And if you notice, that's the difference between her and the Williams sisters, because Richard Williams made sure his daughters could deal with all of that stress that they were getting. Because it's not like Naomi Osaka can't deal with, the game of tennis. She's great at the game of tennis. She just can't deal with all the publicity and the interactions with reporters. So that's a totally different thing right there, right? So my thing is, she needs therapy. She needs a mentor. She needs someone to tell her, look, concentrate on the game and don't worry about the press. You can get you a publicist to deal with the press, right? And she needs a black therapist to tell her that. All right, are these guys in the Manosphere, are they entertainers? Hell yeah, most of them, especially the ones that want you to contribute to this Snapchat. You want me to pay you for this content. A mentor wouldn't expect you to pay him for his content. He would just drop them jewels on you, and then hopefully you can benefit from them in your life. That's what would happen with a mentor. A resource would steer you in a direction that whatever you're doing, listen, this is what I did when I decided I wanted to become a lawyer. I signed myself up for the LSAT. I took some LSAT review tests. I met up with some black attorneys, the Black Attorney Association in my area. You don't see a lot of that. Or if you do, I don't see a lot of that. So are they resources? Yes. Are they good at trying to teach black men how to level up? That's the middle of the road affair right there, because you got to do better than Kevin Samuels, where you're just advocating materialism. And I dig it, man. Look, if that works for him, that works for him. But for a lot of you, you're not going to find fulfillment in that. I don't. All right? I see those shorts he makes, because I like the guy. I don't watch his whole shows. I usually watch like his monologue and for the first hour, and then when he takes calls, I just bounce because I don't really want to see that. But I like the way he's forward with his content at telling women that You guys have got to, you guys got to step your game up and be more realistic. You know, you're turning down some good black men because they don't live up to some fictional, imaginary quota that you thought for yourself. And if you think about it, it's basically just some Cinderella shit. All right, the women are stuck on some Cinderella shit, and then they won't move off the Cinderella shit because if they move off the Cinderella shit, then that means that they were a quitter. It's a peculiar female logic that you're going to hold out for something that you can't get instead of, picking something that you can get and build constructively with because you think you're settling for less, that there's something better out there for you. And so what it means is that a lot of the women's channels also, some of that stuff is a resource for leveling up and doing better. Some of that stuff is entertainment. And some of that stuff pretends to be mentorship when those women need therapy too. So just all in all, the thing about this is everybody, they're all good resources, the several channels in the Manosphere. But I wouldn't take some of this stuff seriously because a lot of these guys have no real plan for you to become a better person. They can throw things out there, but a lot of that stuff, you're going to find it doesn't work in your life. All right? So that's what I'm saying. They're great resources. They're great entertainers. But from the mentorship level, no, 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 no. Some of these dudes, they're not there yet, no matter how many subscribers they have.